Chapter 3, Part 3. The mercenaries were a terrifying sight, standing well over 6 feet tall, their black armor glistening under the dim light. Each piece of their armor was crafted from a composite of advanced alloys and synthetic materials, designed to withstand high-caliber rounds and energy blasts. The armor plates were angular, giving them a menacing, almost inhuman silhouette. Their helmets were sleek, with a single narrow visor that glowed with an eerie red light, scanning the environment with cold precision. Their weapons were just as formidable as their armor. They carried military-grade assault rifles with underbarrel grenade launchers, each customized for maximum efficiency and lethality. Small drones hovered around them, providing real-time tactical data and additional firepower when needed. These units were the pinnacles of modern combat technology, designed to operate in any environment and under any conditions. The use of robotic mercenaries had become a common practice among the megacorporations of New Shanghai. These soulless enforcers were deployed to handle the dirtiest of jobs, tasks that required absolute ruthlessness and precision. Unlike human operatives, they felt no fear, no hesitation. They were programmed to execute their missions with unyielding efficiency, making them the perfect tools for corporate warfare. Whether it was a high-risk extraction, a hostile takeover, or the elimination of a problematic individual, the robotic mercenaries were the go-to solution for the city's powerful elites. The mercenaries spread out, their helmet visors and drones scanning the room. One of them spotted Zeke and raised his weapon. "Target acquired. Retrieving package." Zeke's heart pounded as he watched the cold, unfeeling eyes of the mercenaries lock onto him. These machines were relentless, their programming dictating every move with mechanical precision. There would be no negotiating, no reasoning with them. His only option was to outthink and outmaneuver these high-tech hunters, a task easier said than done in the cramped, confined space of the room. "Oh no, you don't!" Zeke fired his pulse pistol, the energy bolt catching the merc in the chest. It didn't penetrate the armor, but the impact staggered him, buying Zeke a precious second. He didn't waste it. Diving between the mercenaries' legs, Zeke sprinted for the far tunnel. Bullets whizzed past him so close he could feel their heat on his skin. As he ran, his mind whirled. Mercenaries, professional hitmen. Where the hell do I fit into all of this? He rounded a corner, nearly losing his footing on the slick metal floor. Behind him, he could hear the mercs in pursuit, their heavy footsteps echoing off the walls. And then from somewhere ahead, that chilling laugh again. The hitman cutting off his escape. Trapped, outnumbered, outgunned. Zeke skidded to a halt, pressed against the wall as he tried to catch his breath. The package seemed to burn in his hand, a constant reminder of the impossible situation he found himself in. Think, damn it. There's gotta be a way out of this. But as the sounds of approaching footsteps grew louder from both directions, Zeke could shake the feeling that he was nothing more than a pawn in a much larger game. A game where the stakes were life and death, and he didn't even know the rules. The mercenaries' robotic forces echoed from behind him. "Target cornered. Proceeding with extraction." And from ahead the hitman's mocking tone. "End of the line, street rat. Time to hand over the package." Zeke gripped his pulse pistol tightly, his back pressed against the cold metal wall. The package weighed heavy in his other hand, a constant reminder of how quickly his light had spiraled out of control. Is this how it ends? He wondered, leading out in some forgotten tunnel caught between forces I don't understand. But as the footsteps grew closer and the walls came to close in around him, something deep inside Zeke refused to give up. He wasn't about to roll over and die now. With grim determination, Zeke checked his weapon's charge and tightened his grip on the package. Whatever happened next, he was going to face it head on. "All right, you bastards," he thought, a fierce grin spreading across his face despite the dire situation. "Let's see what you've got." As the shadows at both ends of the tunnel began to move, Zeke tensed, ready for whatever came next. In that moment, suspended between certain death and the faintest glimmer of hope, he felt more alive than he had in years. The game was far from over.